Welcome back, everybody. What a beautiful day we have today in here. Working on a chipper again today, getting some stuff wrapped up. Brian's not here, so we got to make Brian proud. So Brian, we're trying. Brian, we're trying. Curtain chain day. Knocked out a bunch of curtain chain. I looked at the old videos trying to figure out what they had in here, because here was the problem that I had. I had a bunch of chain outside thrown in a pile, so I went through, sorted it all. These were all 9 link. Those were 10 link, those were 7 link. Trying to sort out what was what. So there's 2 different kinds of chain. This chain is totally different. Let's go for a walk and I'll show you. Come over here to our chain bins. So this chain is totally different than this chain. You're going to worry about the square link. We're not talking about this. This is hardened. This is not. This is soft. So all these chains, everything that we use for our flails, including this, hardened, soft. So the curtain chain's job, I'll show you. So they're all different. That's why this is a little bit different scenario. So the curtain's chain's job is just that right there. It's to be a giant curtain of chain. The curtain of chain, la curtain of chain. That's job is, you want that wood to go through there, right? And you want that to drag over all of it. You want that to knock any excess bark off, anything like that. That's gonna keep it clean. But it also protects, because this is spinning, you don't want chain to go like this and fly through and can make it up to the chipper desk. So the curtain chain is to protect anything from going in there. Also, one more thing that drags on top of the wood to keep the wood clean. So we got 3 rods. Look at that. I mean, Jeff did a great job. That's a good job, because all the rods are different. So you have 3 different rods, 3 different sections of chain. The outside one's full. The middle one, I put 2 in each slot, because there's slots up there. You can see it. And then the last one, I put 3 in each slot. So that curtain chain is all done. Doesn't it look glorious? It looks nasty. But yeah, that job is to protect anything, so we don't got bark flying up in there. We don't have any sticks flying up in there. Nothing's flying up in there. That's this job of this curtain chain. Now, when we got the chipper, it had 10 link chain on it. This are 16 link chains. That means that you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would have been right here. So that would have been all the way. That would have been all open and exposed. We don't want that. We want this as close to that wheel as we can without touching it. That's perfect right there. Perfect. So what I'm working on now is we have 3 more rods that go through here that run 8 link chain. So this doesn't hit it. So that's what I'm doing now. Just cutting more chain. So that's kind of it today. This morning, and then this afternoon, we have another project that we're working on. So maybe I'll take you along with me for that. But yeah, so we're just cutting a bunch of chain today. I had a whole barrel of Peerless curtain chain, which is totally different than our fill chain. But making a mess. So I went and got the old 10 link out. That's one advantage of having videos like making you guys videos, is we have, I can go back and look and be like, what was going on there? So I, all the way back to when we first started working on this chipper, to figure out what chains were what. Because like I said, they're different. Some's hard and some's soft. You don't want to get them mixed up. You don't want to put the soft chain in here, and you don't really want to put the hard chain up there, because you're wasting good product. So went back and looked and figured out that this had 1 row of 10s and a few 8s up here. That's not at all how we roll. We don't want anything back here to get past this point, except nice clean wood fiber. That's all we're worried about. So what a lot of people ask, like, well, we have another flail drum right here. We do have another flail drum right here. So this will be down. We'll adjust this to where we want it. But this drum is going at a much slower speed. It's almost like a brush. It's gonna be spinning real slow. This flail job is not really to debark. The main purpose of this one is to be a sweeper, just in case anything gets past that. If you crank that up, here's the problem, is there is no curtain chain from here to here. So if you have a chain fly off, it is automatically going right into there and right into your knives and just busting the whole chipper up. So you don't want that. So this is not made for debarking. This is just made for the last minute sweeper, which is actually a really good option. So compared to our 2-drum flail, our old Model 23, the 3-drum flail do a lot better. That just keeps everything clean. So and it's skinnier than the rest of them. We discussed it in a previous video where Brian was wrong. I was right. But anywho, yeah. So I'm going to take all the 10s that they had that were here, cut them into 8s and put them up here. And then that'll get us through, because that was almost our whole barrel of chain for that. So I've been cutting, torching, getting burnt. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I have to come help me every now and then, because I'm not that smart when it comes to certain things. A lot of things. But yeah, went and dug all this out this morning. Going through it. Brian's on his day off. Day after his birthday. Happy birthday, Brian. But I think I got her sorted out. And then after I get this done, I was thinking about starting to go through my flail chain, and then I decided not to. I'm not going to put any flail chain in this thing till it's ready to go to the woods. That'll probably be one of the last things I do, simply because I don't want to go over there and rob all the flail chain, which is what we're going to be running this in here. I don't want to go over there and rob all that off from the guys that are actually working. Then they get here and they're out of flail chain. I'll have Matt operator. Operator, maybe singular, maybe plural. But I don't want to make anybody frustrated. That they're first priority. Them guys are first priority. So I will leave this empty, barren. We probably should have put a new flail drum in this. We've already discussed it. Wow, that slipped right by us. Probably should have put a new flail drum. She's wore out, but it's not that bad. And again, we'll get in there and fine tune, adjust it. We'll see how this works. The first week in operation, I'll probably be running this, getting it sorted out, and so we'll be able to make plenty of videos. Plenty of videos to get. It's going to take some tuning. It's going to take a lot of tuning, figuring stuff out, studying feed wheels, flail drums, make sure everything's working that we have rebuilt. It'll be a lot of fun, but it's going to be a lot of work at the same time. It is not fun. Well, I think we'll have it set up. It's not fun working on it when you have trucks sitting there. I don't think we'll have a lot of trucks on us, simply because we know there's going to be issues that we have to figure out, have to straighten out. But they open up the hood. Brian, we're confused. The hood opened up, look at that, it just cleared. Brian said there was hardware to do with the chipper. I don't remember. I thought we had the disc completely done, but maybe we didn't. We had to open up anyways. Oh, look at a little bit of when they sanded on the chipper before they painted her. We had to put the anvil in anyway. We got to adjust the anvil, so we have to have it opened up anyways. So it's opened up, but I think the disc is all done, and it looks, that'll be, once you run some wood through this thing, that disc will be so shiny and look brand new, which it's brand new now. But once you put a couple trees through her, she'll be glorious. Glorious. Just like the flails back here. Once you start putting some wood through this thing, the throat just shines right up. Just shines right up. The wood cleans her all off, so. Yeah, morning project, flail chain. Hopefully I'll have all this done by the end of the day. I should, and I got another project I'm gonna work on. So, flail chains, like crazy. But we got speed sensors to put in here, which we're gonna have. Some of the stuff's out of my league. I gotta wait for Brian. Look at this. I'll tell you what. That was built. Jeff built that. Now that's gonna get welded somewheres out here to put a chain across because our pins always fall out. Okay, so if you put a pin in there, you flip it back down, and it's sitting right here. I'm telling you what, all the time it will flip up, and somehow it'll back out, and it'll fall down. Don't ask me how. It's against gravity. That's what happens. And when it falls out, it falls right near conveyor, and then it goes right out the conveyor, and you don't realize this is open until 20 minutes later, and that pin is long gone. So we're going to figure out a way to keep the pins in here, and then that's what this is for. All this rod, and this rod. Jeff has been cutting rod all day, and he's oh, where's all his rods at? He was just, oh, look at them. See, look at these. He's cut those. Look at it. Fancy. And we'll do the same thing with the hood. Them don't need to be kept. They'll stay in usually, but what happens when you change knives, you pull them out, and then somebody will kick them off that ledge, and then they get lost. And so we'll put a chain on those to hold them on there so they don't fall off, so we don't lose pins. And we might do it to every one of these too, because we lose pins all the time in the other chippers. All the times pins are falling out when they're not supposed to. So yeah, that's just a couple things. Grease hoses still need to be run. We'll work on that too. If I get time today, maybe I can start making grease hoses, discuss with Josh where he wants stuff to go. I like to discuss with Josh what he wants done. I got my ideas, but if he's going to be running it, I want the operator to give me what he wants. You know what I mean? What does he want to do? That's what I want to do. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed our little chain video. It's a little different than what we're used to. That's a curtain chain to keep everything out, and it does a good job. You want it, I know on our chipper, you can't hardly go over top. If you have a problem where you have to get up into here in the chipper, I go underneath because you can't go over top because there's so much chain. That's how you want it. You don't want no crap getting through there. You want it clean, no garbage getting through. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you all have a wonderful Monday. As always, just keep rolling.